Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. How are you all? I hope so that you all will be fine. As you know that we are going to revise the unit number 1, Dorothy Meets the Scarecrow, and we have already completed its reading and its vocabulary. Today we are going to start its exercise. This is page number 6 and we are going to start its exercise. This is the A part and its comprehension, and we are going to do its 3 part. Now we start the first one part. This is answer the following questions. So students, we will come to know that how much we have learned from the reading by giving the answer of these questions. The first one question is, what is the road made of? As we come to know from the reading, it was made of yellow bricks. This is written on page number 2. So this is the answer of the first one question. The road is made of yellow bricks. Now we move towards the next one question. It's B part. What is Dorothy's pet called and what type of creature is he? As from the first one paragraph, we come to know that her dog Toto was also tired. When she was walking, she has a pet with her, and that was a dog, and that dog's name was Toto. So the answer of this question will be, Dorothy's pet is called Toto. He is a dog. Now look at C part. Why is the scarecrow in the field? We will find the reason on page number 3. Now look here. Scarecrow was tied to a tall pole. It was there to scare the birds and stop them from eating the ripe corn. So the answer will be, the scarecrow has been put in the field by the farmer in order to scare away crows so that they do not eat the crops. So this is the answer of C part. Now look at question D. What does Dorothy do to help the scarecrow? As we come to know from the reading, from this paragraph, Dorothy reached up both arms and lifted the scarecrow off the pole. She set him down on the ground. So the answer of this question will be in this way. Dorothy helps the scarecrow to get down from the pole that he is stuck on. Now look at E part. What does the scarecrow do to help Dorothy? Now look here on page number 5. Do let me carry that basket for you. Scarecrow is going to ask a question that I will help you to carry your basket. So this is the answer of question number E. And we will write the answer in this way. The scarecrow helps Dorothy by carrying her basket. Now look at F part. What did the scarecrow want to ask the Great Oz for? As we come to know that what he actually wanted from Great Oz. Here is the answer. You can ask the Great Oz for a brain. So we will write the answer of this question in this way. The scarecrow wants to ask the Great Oz for a brain. Now look here, these questions are more difficult. Discuss them first. The G part. How do you know the scarecrow is kind and polite? As we come from the story that the scarecrow is quite polite, because when she stares at her, he just say good day and greets her, you and offers her to carry her basket in these lines. So we come to know that he is a kind and polite person. So we will write the answer of G part. We know the Scarecrow is kind and polite because he carries Dorothy's basket. He uses polite language such as thank you. Now look at question H. Can you explain why the Scarecrow is afraid of a lighted match? As from these last lines, we come to know that the only thing the Great Crow is scared of is a lighted match. The reason is actually that the Scarecrow is made of straws and lighted matchsticks can easily burn him. So we will write the answer of this question. The Scarecrow is afraid of a lighted match because he is made of straw and straw burns easily. Now look at I part. The Scarecrow says that he doesn't have a brain. Is it possible to walk and talk without a brain? Actually, this is not possible. This only happens in the stories, and in real life this is not possible that a person who is just don't have a brain and who is made of straws can walk and talk. So we will write the answer of this question in this way. It is not possible. Stories often contain impossible things such as a scarecrow that can talk. So this is the answer of I question. Now we move towards part 2. Answer the questions about these lines from the story. This line is given from the story. I understand how you feel, said the little girl, who was truly sorry for him. So this line is from the text, and you can get easily that what you have learned from the reading, and you will give the answer of these questions. The A part is who is the little girl. As we come to know from the reading that the only female character is there, a little girl who is Dorothy. So the answer of this question will be Dorothy. Now we move towards the B part. To whom was the girl saying this? As we come to know from the story that the girl is talking to the scarecrow. So we will write the answer to the scarecrow. Now look at C part. Why does she feel sorry for him? As from the reading on page number 4, we come to know that when the scarecrow told her, I didn't know anything. You see, I'm stuffed with straw, so have no brains at all. So Dorothy said, I'm sorry for you. So we will write the answer of C part in this way. Because he wants something that he does not have, a brain. Now look at part D. What happened next? As we come to know from the story that they all started their journey towards the Great Oz. So we will write the answer of this question. Dorothy offers to help the scarecrow. She says that if he comes with her, she will ask the Great Oz to help him. So they set off together. So this is the answer of these questions, and I think so it's quite clear. Now we move towards page number 7, and it's 3 part. Which of these statements are true or false? Now look at A part. The scarecrow never gets tired. As we come to know that scarecrow is a man-made figure, so because it is not a live person, so he never gets tired. This is the true statement. So we will write down T for that. Now move towards B part. The scarecrow is frightened of the farmer. As we come to know from the reading that when Dorothy asked, "Is it the farmer who made you?" The scarecrow answered, "No, it's a light match." So this is a false statement. So we will write down F with this statement because it is false. C part. The Great Oz lives in the Diamond City. As we come to know from the reading, "Come to the Emerald City with me and Toto. You can ask the Great Oz for a brain." So we come to know from these lines that the Great Oz lives in the Emerald City. So this statement is also false, and we will write down F with this statement. Dorothy has a dog called Coco. This is a statement D. As we come to know that Dorothy's dog name is Toto. So this is also a false statement, and we will write down F with this. E part. The scarecrow is wearing a blue hat. As we can look in the picture that the scarecrow is wearing a blue hat, and here is also in the description we can come to know that it had an old pointed blue hat on its head. So this statement is true. So we will write down T with this statement. So students, this is the comprehension we have completed, and we have completed the answer question, one part, and the second part is a reference, and the third part is true false. So with this comprehension we come to know that we have learned the reading in a very good way. I think so it's quite clear to you. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.